Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our session, November the 9th day. We continue with our activities. And remember that we are working in the unit number 3. We were talking about some historical situations, about politics. We're talking about some people and some classification about that. Today, we're going to start again, and we are going to have a little reading. And through this reading, we are going to get involved. Through this reading, we are going to get involved into the reference, into the grammar that we are going to follow today, okay? I need that you pay attention and follow it, okay? 1, 2, and 3.
So near, but so far. After the Second World War, much of Central and Eastern Europe was devastated. Many of those who survived found themselves living in a totally different country from before, as treaties were signed, territories were expanded and divided up, and borders were changed. Few people were more affected by Europe's changing boundaries than the citizens of Szelmenc, a tiny Hungarian village which was divided in half by a new border. In 1944, Szelmenc officially became 2 villages, Velká Slemenca in Czechoslovakia and Mali Selmenci in the Soviet Union. On the 31st of August 1946, the villagers awoke to find a 3-metre-high fence dividing their village, which was soon fortified with electric sensors and watchtowers. In order to visit each other, they had to go to the nearest large town on each side to apply for an expensive visa, which took weeks to be approved. They then had to travel 80 kilometres to the nearest border crossing. The border guards were strict and wouldn't allow people to approach the fence. As the villagers worked in the fields near the fence, they would sing loudly in Hungarian, which most border guards didn't understand. This way, they could pass on news of a marriage, a new baby, someone leaving the village, or a death. The standard of living gradually increased in Czechoslovakia, but those on the Soviet side found things harder under the Soviet regime. In the 1990s, the villagers again found themselves in 2 newly independent countries, Slovakia and Ukraine. The Slovakians were preparing to join the EU, while the Ukrainians watched on. After many years of campaigning, a border crossing was finally created between the villagers in 2005. They had been waiting to be reunited with their loved ones for over 60 years. But it wasn't quite a happy ending for everyone. Just 3 years later, Slovakia joined the Schengen Agreement, which once again prevented Ukrainians from crossing without a visa. One thing is certain, this isn't the end of this remarkable story.
So here we have a story that is very, very, very related to this area, something that happened again to Russia in this case. And obviously now we have this information for that. Using this information, okay, we are going to work in the activity number 4. Using this information, we're going to work in the activity number 4, please. Page 33 in your student book, please. Page 33 in the student book. Activity number 4. Okay, Sebastian, start reading, please.
6 sentences have been removed from the article. Drag them to the correct place. There is 1 extra sentence.
Okay, so here we have these sentences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. A totally of 7 sentences, one is extra 1. You are going to read again, attention, you are going to read it slowly, and these sentences have been removed for the article. I need that you identify what is the possible order according to this. Look at the picture here, please. You have the number 1, you have the number 2. Repeat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, in the story, please, I need that you pay attention to the following. Okay, this is the same story that you have in your book. Attention. And you have one of these headings have been removed, which correspond to each paragraph. Look at this, look at the numbers, and you are going to identify them according to this, okay? And we are going to select which one could be maybe on this. Ready? Please, we are going to start and we are going to read again according to this. Michelle Pico, start reading, please.
After the Second World War, much of Central and Eastern Europe was devastated. Many of those who survived found themselves living in a totally different country from before. As drastic were signed, territories were expanded and divided up, and borders were changed. Few peoples were more affected by Europe changing borders than the citizens of Selmek, a tiny Hungary village, which was divided in half by a new border. In 1844, Selmet officially became two villages, while settlements in Czechoslovakia and Mali settlements in the Soviet Union.
Okay, in this first paragraph, Michelle, that you have read, here we have the first one. Which of these sentences do you consider you have to insert in this space? Which one would you select, Michelle?
Over the years, the village grew apart.
That is a number one for you. Okay, thank you very much. We continue with the rest. Carmen Bermeo, continue with the paragraph number 2, please. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, Carmen.
On 31st August 1946, the villagers awoke to find a 3-meter high fence dividing their village, which was soon fortified with electric sensors and watch towers.
Okay, this is the paragraph number 2. In this space number 2, according to these ideas, which sentence do you consider much in that space number 2?
However, the villagers did find ways to communicate.
Okay, thank you very much. Daniel Remache, continue, please.
In order to visit each other, they had to go to the nearest large town on each side to apply for expensive visa, which took weeks to be approved. They then had to travel 80 kilometers to the nearest border crossing.
Which sentences did you consider, Daniel, could fit in this space number 3?
Many friends and family members were stranded on different sites.
Okay, later we are going to check. Thank you. Continue with the next one, please. Tamara. Tamara, activate your microphone. Start reading, please.
The border guard were strict and were allowed people to approach the fence.
Okay, in these 2 lines, we have the space number 4. Okay, in this space, which is the sentence that best fits to that? Activate your microphone and tell me which of the sentences is correct for you.
At last,
What is the last read, please?
la 3.
Okay, but give me read the sentence.
At last, the villains go court.
Cross. Freely. Cross freely. Okay, thank you very much. Fiorella, continue please with the next one, okay?
As the
Yes.
As the villagers worked in fields near the fence, they would sing loudly in Hungarian, which most border Quarts didn't understand this way they could pass on news of a marriage, a new baby, someone leaving the village or a death.
Okay, talking about this situation, what is the best sentence that fits for this in this case?
La que dice, and there was no physical border.
Good, okay. So we continue with the next one. Joel Amaguaña, continue.
Yes, the standard of living gradually increased in Czechoslovakia, but thus on the Soviet side fundings are under the Soviet regime. In the 1990s, the villagers again found themselves into newly independent country, Slovakia and Ukraine.
Okay, in this section, in this part of the sentence that you have been working, which is the number 5 for you? Which one would you select from these 3 sentences that best fits the space in the number 5?
Alas, the beer cold cross freely.
Okay, we continue with the last part of this. Justin Manrique, please, continue reading. Continue reading, Justin. Justin, continue. The Slovakians.
Sorry,
Activate
teacher,
your
my microphone is not working.
now.
Okay. The Slovakians were preparing to join the EU, while the Ukrainians watched on. After many years of campaigning, a border crossing was finally created between the village in
2005.
2005. Yeah. They had been waiting to be reunited with their loved one for over 60 years. But it wasn't quite a happy ending for everyone. Just 3 years later, Slovakia joined the String Agreement, which once again prevented Ukrainians from crossing without visa. One thing is certain, this isn't the end of this remarkable story.
Okay, the Schengen Agreement, okay? According to the connection with this in the space number 6, which one do you consider is the best sentence that fits in the number 6, Justin? This one or the last one?
And I think the first.
Okay, read the first, please. Read the sentence.
On rare occasions, border wars would let some villager cross unofficially.
Okay, now we are going to check the errors. Oh, okay, so we have a lot of errors on this. Now we are going to identify what is the correct one for this. Okay, that is the correct order. Kayla Velasco, read the first number 1, please. Kayla, start reading, please. Kayla Velasco 1. Kayla Velasco 2. Kayla Velasco 3. Okay, see you later, Kayla. Okay. Andres Villacres, which is the correct order? Read the sentences, Andres, please.
Okay, there was no physical border to begin with, and the villagers had no idea of what was to come.
What is the number 2?
Many friends and family members were stranded on different sites. Number 3, a journey that used to take seconds had become a round trip of over 300 kilometers. 4, however, the villagers did find ways to communicate. 5, over the years, the villages grew apart. And 6, at last, the villagers could cross freely.
Very good. Okay, attention everybody, please, quickly. I need that you correct the errors in your books, please. Correct the errors in your book, copy in your books. So quickly, please, quickly, copy and correct in your books. Let's do it, let's do it. Recuerde que ya Dios mediante el 15 de noviembre nos volvemos a ver. Ese workbook y ese student book tiene que tener las anotaciones de las unidades 1, 2, 3 hasta lo que llevamos, ¿ok? Así que vamos trabajando, por favor, ¿ok? So those are the sentences. You can take the captures of the images so you can help with this. Recuerde que las capturas de pantalla son importantes para que usted pueda trabajar o puede revisar el video en el canal de YouTube. After the revision, you can take the captures or revise also the YouTube channel with the kind of the reproduction of the video on that. Now we continue with the next part of this, okay? And obviously we are going to center into the vocabulary activity that we have on this. As you can read in this part, we are talking about some people. We are giving some nouns to these people. We are giving the reference to some words about this. Please, page 33, activity number 8. Page 33, activity number 8. In this case, we are talking, okay, in this case, we are talking specifically to these ones, okay? Just give me a minute, please. Okay. My internet is giving me some kind of problems, right? Okay, so here we have this information about that. And we say, please, Pamela, start reading, please.
Add the following word to the table. What do you call someone whole?
Very good. Attention to this. That is the central question. Repeat, please. Pamela.
What do you call someone whole?
Okay. So right now here we have these 14 statements that you are going to read and you are going to complete. In the story you are going to find, for example, about the number 1. Read the number 1, Miss, please.
Live in a village.
In a village. What is the name of that person that we usually do in this case, Miss? What is your idea? What is the name to this? Is a villager. Very good. Is a villager. You are going to put the words according to this. We are going to associate the words to do in that. Attention, ladies, you are going to use the annotate bar. Ladies, you are going to use the annotate bar, and the boys use the chat. Boys use the chat, okay? Stop for a moment. You are going to put the words, and also you are going to write the classification according to the word that you are going to write, okay? You write on the box, and also you write here in the boxes, writing what is the correct expression to do that, okay? Ready? Ready? Okay, please, ladies, start. Boys, start in the chat, please, quickly. Let's do it, let's do it. Very good, Sebastian, okay? Continue the rest of the students. Quickly, let's do it. Let's do it, let's do it. Okay. Remember, you have to complete in the block number 1 and in the block number 2, okay? Very good, Sebastian, Andres. Ladies, hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up. Okay. Let's do it, okay. Remember, ladies, that you have to complete the block number 1 and the block number 2. The boys have to do exactly the same. Let's do it, let's do it. Let's do it. The rest of the ladies, I'm waiting for. Quickly. Very good, Carmen. Thank you. Giselle, okay. The rest of the students, quickly. Continue with the rest of the words, please. Ladies, continue with the rest of the words. No se queden uno solo cuando ya sabe que ya lo han trabajado. Tienen más opciones. Let's do it. Continue with the number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. No hay ningún tipo de sorries. Ni nada por el estilo. Usted sabe que tiene que entrar a trabajar. Conmigo siempre se trabaja. Okay, let's do it. Hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up, let's do it. Okay. Hurry up. Babies, quickly, boys and girls. Hurry up. Okay. Jose, Mateo, Edith, what are you waiting for? Christian, Jeremy, Joel, Susana, what about you? Maria, Kayla, I'm not sure what are you doing here in this case again. Kayla. Okay. Very good. Okay, let's do it. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Okay. Sebastian, what are you waiting for? Okay, very good. Okay. Let's do it. Anaí, I'm waiting for you too. Hurry up, hurry up. I'm waiting for you, quickly. Quickly, quickly, let's do it. Okay, so here we have the information that we got in this case. And now we are going to define some of these. Attentions to the following, okay? Here you are going to have the first words and the classification that we found on this. Attention to the following. Omar, start reading, please. Omar.
Sorry,
Okay.
teacher, could you repeat that again?
Read the number 1 to the number 7, please.
Okay, give me. Villager, European, sculptor, pianist, student, trainer, lawyer, employer, competitor, resident, resident, trainer, book writer, employee, winner.
Okay, remember the villager, the sculptor, European, okay? Those are the words. Okay, thank you. In this case, we have the classification. In this case, we're talking about people, about nouns referring to people. And according to this, we have a classification using ER or and or EANT, double E, IST or AN or EAN. And obviously here we have the classification for that. Please, I need that you complete in your books quickly. Copy and complete in your books. Quickly, please. Copy and complete in your books. This information will help you to complete the classwork online that we're going to do later. So I need that you have this information, okay? You can take the captures, please. You can take the captures if you consider it convenient to do in this case of the activity, okay? Take your captures so you can have the information, okay? 1, 2, and 3. With this vocabulary that we were working, also, now we are going to accomplish the next one. In this case, we are going to talk about the phrasal verbs. Remember, what are the phrasal verbs? Special verbs connected with particles or prepositions that will generate a new way of expressions to work in this. Today, we have the next ones. Break away, break out, break up, get through to, and go on. Those are the verb song that we have today according to the information. Please, I need that you go to page 33 to the song verb, please, at the last part of your book. And we have the information part number 1, okay? We are going to match those definitions according to this. Please, Giselle Molina, start reading, please. Giselle.